Hey, Brian. Just wanted to ask, what went into your decision to come back for a fifth season?
Well, my decision to come back, I just seen, many opportunities for me, as far as, investing time into this year, to become a better player, on and off the field, to, obviously, have some improvements in my, draft grades and whatnot. So I just feel like, there are many opportunities for me to win this year, and, I'm all in for it.
Okay, we'll go to Aaron Suttles now.
How fresh do you feel overall? I mean, I imagine most players after the career that they've had, as long as an institution as you have, would probably have a little more wear on the tires than you have.
Um, you know, I've been, taking real good care of my body, over the years I've been here, and so I feel pretty fresh for the most part. I don't really have any injuries or nagging injuries on me right now. So I feel good, going into the spring. I can't really, say, there's anything that's just bothering me, health wise. So I feel fresh.
Michael Casagrande, go ahead.
Yeah, Brian, how do you feel about this offense this year? I know there are a lot of guys graduated going pro. There will be like obviously questions about the offense. How do you feel about just the unit you have going into the season and how it's looking so far this spring?
I feel like our offense is stacked with talent. Obviously, we'll have some guys that have to step up in some big, big major roles this year. But I'm excited for our unit and what our unit can grow into. Um, this spring. This the first step for all of us. To come together as one big unit, and I'm just excited to see who can step up into those major roles that we may be missing right now.
Go back to Charlie Potter.
And for you guys at the running back position, you have a new position coach. Just what's it been like working with Coach Gillespie so far?
Coach Gillespie has been, amazing so far. He's a very exciting coach. He has a lot of great knowledge that can help us become, better football players. So I'm excited, to take on this year with Coach Gillespie. I know he'll make me a better player every day, and he's going to challenge us to, to compete and work hard every day. So I'm excited for, what's to come in our running back room with the new addition of Coach Gillespie.
We'll go to Steven now. And a reminder, if you've got questions, please use the raise your hand function. Steven, go ahead.
Brian, just the return of Keegan Robinson. What did he bring in the fourth quarter program, and what's the excitement having him back in that rotation?
We super excited to have Keelan back in the room with us. We missed him last year. He still has all of his abilities. He's very fast. He's picked up some weight this offseason, so he has a new look to him, and we just excited to see what he can bring to our room. With returning back this year. With missing him last year.
We'll go back to Aaron Suttles.
Ron, when you look at the talent that's in that room, how would you describe it to outsiders? All the depth that's at that position. It may not be experienced depth, but just the bodies you guys have.
Our room is very talented. We have great players. So it's all gonna come down to the competition. We just got to keep competing and pushing each other to get better every day. And there's no limits for what our running back room can stand up to.
Michael Casagrande, go ahead.
What kind of distribution or sharing? How much do you think you guys are going to be sharing the ball this year with the amount of talent you guys have in that running back room?
We have pretty good depth in the room. That's those type of decisions that's decided on by the coaches on who would get the shares or who would get the splits. But as long as we continue to compete day in and day out, I feel like there would be many opportunities for a lot of guys in our room.
Charlie Potter, go ahead.
Yeah, Michael mentioned it earlier with so many people moving on. You guys lost a lot of leadership. Just how important is it for you individually to kind of step up and be more of a leader this spring?
Well, as an older guy, one of the oldest guys on the team, it's very important for me to step up and be a leader on this team. I can, have a great impact, on the people around me, and make sure everybody is, living up and doing everything we're supposed to do the right way so we can have a great team this year. And we don't want to have a fall off in leadership. We had great leadership on our team last year. So with it being a new year and new faces, new coaches, it's very important to me to make sure I I follow up with those leadership qualities.
We'll go back to Aaron Suttles.
Brian, when you were weighing the decision whether or not to take advantage of the year and come back, what was Coach Saban's sort of counsel? What was he saying to you? And if you don't mind sharing, what advice did he give you?
He was just letting me know kind of, where I stood as far as, the draft process and as far as like my opportunities here and, how I could benefit from, possibly coming back another year. And, I'm thankful for, him giving me an opportunity to, join the team for an extra year. He just let me know, that I was welcome here, to help me just improve my game and improve, everything I need to do, to become a better player and to go to the next level.
Okay, we'll wrap up Brian's availability with Steven again. Go ahead, Steven.
Brian, I mean, Xavier Williams came in 2018, and we saw last year down the stretch he was able to get in and make some big catches for you guys. Where have you seen him grow as a wide receiver as he looks to take a leadership role this year?
Well, Xavier has improved tremendously, mentally and physically, and I'm excited for, what he has to come for this team this year. I just, encourage him to just keep working and, stay focused on his job and, what he needs to do to stay up and become a leader in that wide receiver room because we're going to need him in that wide receiver room this year. So I'm excited for Xavier this spring. I'll just make sure I continue to encourage him and let him know how important he is to that wide receiver room.
Okay, Brian, appreciate your time. With that, we will welcome